So hi there and welcome back to one of my videos, an explainer video, and the subject of today is something I did I think 2 years ago, and it was a quite easy modification, let me guess 90% correct, about the 1987 Porsche 962 long tail vehicle winning at Le Mans, car number 17. And the most interesting stuff here in this model, just the decals are coming from, I think it was Studio 27, but the biggest modification that I did here was around, let me take something to point you out, was about the modification of the rear hatch of the car, because the standard model that I used here was a Tamiya 962 that is quite nice in proportion, and I think is the nicest 962 in plastic that you can find around without going for metal or resin items, but they did the model like a kind of slot car back in time. It was still the period when they didn't decide if the car should be toys or models, so belonging exactly for the era of the 962, so late 80s. And the model, the plastics that you find in the box, it's related to a short tail Porsche 962. Short tail, hence here has a much higher tail. It's a little different car, and so the biggest work wasn't indeed to modify the rear hatch, because to make the rear hatch I simply took a 956 model that was a scrapped one I made many years ago, and I just take the measures to recreate this part of the car, so the long tail and the different part in the back, so it's slightly different, there is a bigger structure under the car that is nearly hard to see, but it's down there, and so you have to recreate these two things that they had. The main wing, it is coming, I think it was still from the 956, but you can also use the one provided in the car when you cut the part from the 962 and make it in the proper shape. There is dimension of everything what I'm telling you. But I think the biggest work ever that I did here was about the air intake, because in the 962 provided by Tamiya, the air intakes in the side here, they are not deep as they should be, so they are a little more thinner, and this is because they meant to place the battery pack under the body of the car, so of course they had to find a deal between the deepness of these air intakes that arrive nearly to the chassis. It was the radiator arriving to the engine, and so you have to modify completely this area. It is not so hard, because basically the modification, you just follow this line and you cut going deeper, and then folder in the plastic in the dimension. If you have a 956, also here you can copy the dimensions of the radiators and copy exactly the radiator, if not just cut them and use them. I didn't have in my model because it just had the part of the broken rear hatch of that model. So, but if you have a 956 that you can use to copy, not to destroy the kit, you can copy the same situation here. The final mistake I think I made it here, it was because the configuration of the 962 from Tamiya, it is a short nose one. Instead, the real car number 17 had a little longer nose, so if you look at picture, the car is a little longer in the front end, and also the lights are not so ending so sharp, but they are a little longer, it's a quite noticeable difference, and I didn't made it at the time, honestly, because I didn't notice it, so for me it was just okay to make this kind of modification and have a Rothmans car number 17 that I liked that so much. Not stuff for competition, not stuff for contest, just something for my purpose. The decals are excellent, the colors are perfect, so I think the Studio 27 made to say 27 in Italian, made an excellent job on these decals, and it's absolutely very nice conversion, and something that you absolutely can do to make a complete modification in the front end. I think it was worth it to take the dimension of the final hatch. This was a different hatch, that I used to change to the main body, the same as for the rear hatch. So it's another to take the measure, and I think it becomes a couple of millimeters longer, say something that I can absolutely do it today, but at the time I didn't notice it. I just wanted to finish it quick for my personal purpose and because I like it to have one long tail without switching for resin or expensive metal stuff. So that's it. Hope you like the video, guys. Hope you like the car, and see you in the next one.